So today I'm making mood boards, and I originally wanted to do a wall of inspirational women, which I got the idea from Parks and Rec, duh. And also I saw this on Instagram and I was like, that would make a good header for a wall of inspirational women. So I got like photos of some of my favorite people printed, like Ingrid Nelson. I really like her just because she seems so brave and fun. A lot of interests in common with her. Like, I read Wild by Cheryl Strayed before she ever mentioned Cheryl Strayed, and then I was like, what? Oh, cool. We have that in common. And I got a picture of Estee Lalonde printed because she has this awesome aesthetic, but she is so funny and she makes the silliest jokes, and she always makes me laugh. Even though her videos are like beauty guru videos, she still like has a sense of fun and she doesn't take herself too seriously. I got a picture of Grace and Chester printed, mostly for Grace, but I felt like, you know, that's how she would want to be, like, not to like put words in her mouth or anything, but I feel like she's being silly and hanging out with somebody she cares about. So I feel like that's how she would want to be, like, seen daily if she were to have input, you know? A picture of Lauren Dubinsky, which, another person with a really cool aesthetic, but she grew up in a cult, actually, and talks about recovering from the toxic culture that was, and talks about, like, what it's like to be married as a young adult and to, like, figure your career out as a young adult. And she's just very smart, and I would like to emulate her in a lot of ways, and she's a really cool writer and stuff. So I got a picture of Kesha printed because, as you may know, Kesha is my bae, and I think she's so strong and another one of those women who is not afraid to be herself. And she just doesn't take crap from anybody, and I love that about her. And I think that through this whole ordeal with Sony and Dr. Oz, Dr. Luke, she has been so strong, and, like, she could have just, you know, quit or taken it because she's so smart. She graduated from an Ivy League school. She could just, you know, do some normal person job. She doesn't have to be a singer. She's definitely smart enough to do something else. And then I got some pictures of my siblings printed because they're super inspirational to me, both of them. And I love them so much. Every time I get to have a conversation with either of them, it makes me so happy, and I'm so proud of the people they're becoming. They're phenomenal citizens of this planet and so kind and so generous, and I'm constantly amazed by the fact that I get to be involved in their lives in such a great way, and I love them. And some pictures of my in-laws and of my two best friends, who are, again, like my siblings, super inspirational to me, and they're both very empathic individuals, and I just see the way that you both treat people, and it's something I look up to and something I would like to emulate in my own life, and I just love them both so much. So they go on my wall of inspirational people too. And then I have some just aesthetic-y photos. I don't own most of them. Yeah, and I got some pictures from a trip to Europe I took a couple of years ago, printed just to have. I'm having a hard time picking which photo of her to put on this board because I got a couple printed just because I wasn't sure which one would fit in with the mood of all the other photos I got printed. And I'm feeling like this one is probably the pinkier one. As you can tell, this is the pink board. It's pink cools. I don't know. And then this one I'm really liking as is, and ugh, love it. This, I just, ugh, love it, love it, love it. And then I have all of these other photos that I have to figure out what I want to do with them. So, we'll see. This first one is like cool and outdoorsy. This is a photo I took in Europe last summer, in France I think, or not last summer, several years ago actually, in France I believe. And these two are off of Instagram, so I don't own them. This one is from my Instagram. I really like how you can see the paint streaks, and it's really easy to do this. You just pour paint and don't like mix it in too well. But it's kind of a throwback texture, but I like it with the more modern looking photos and the modern framing in the photos. I like how it like shows through, and I liked 4-picture mood boards because I feel like it's really easy to capture a very simple essence with these. So yeah, that's the first one. And then this one has some of my inspirational women on it, not all of them. And some just more aesthetic photos. So here we have Ingrid Nelson. She did this shoot with Darling magazine. And I should say that none of these photos are mine. They're all off of Instagram. Anyway, so this is from the shoot Ingrid Nelson did with Darling magazine, I want to say last April. I don't remember what accounts these are all off of, but none of them are mine. And we got Kesha and Estee Lalonde and Lauren Dubinsky. I really like having the contrast of like cooler toned photos like these with the like warmer tones of these flowers right here and like the light pouring in on Kesha plus the like pink background. It's not necessarily super warm, but it is like, I feel like it draws it all together. So yeah, this mood board is more inspirational women who also have a pretty good aesthetic, and those will go around the house. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know who your inspirational women in your life are. Peace out.